The governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, in his exhortation titled The Blessings of Death, Right Reverend Williams Alade Kube reminded the people of the inevitability of death and the need to appreciate the blessings it brings. Bishop Alade Kube emphasized that death signifies the beginning of eternal life and resurrection, and urged mourners to find solace in the fact that late Akeredolu has transitioned to a place of eternal happiness.
I'm here today to bid farewell a chancellor of an Anglican diocese, the diocese of our world. We have come here today to bid farewell a philanthropist of those four mayor, whose government impacted very well on the people.
Former Secretary to Ondo State Government, Princess Oladuniodu, and other dignitaries at the service described the late former governor, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, caring and someone who has interest of the state at heart.
He was somebody who believed in fairness and justice. He was somebody who would never see the downtrodden being treated unfairly. He was somebody, if even in the face of things, danger or anything, if he believed in a particular cause, he would go ahead.
Others said the former governor came, saw and conquered.
He was a friend, a brother, and somebody that I found very, very pleasing to be around. And as you see the turnout today, it shows that the man is a good man and he'll be missed by all of us.
He's somebody I can relate to easily, and he's somebody I can call at every convenient time. If he sees my missed calls, he will always call me back. That was how close we were.
Representing Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Olubamiwu Adeosun, extended the heartfelt condolences of the state to the grieving family as the nation mourns the loss of a beloved leader. The legacy of Oluwarotimi Akeredolu lives on as he would be remembered for his dedication to public service and his enduring commitment to the welfare of the people.
Meanwhile, as the journey to eternal rest for former governor of Ondo State, late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu continues, a service of songs and evening of tribute has been held in Ibadan, Oyo State. Family, friends, and close associates describe the former governor an embodiment of humility, courage, and selfless service whose footprints will remain forever. Osrc Saeed Aribisala reports that Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa joined the Akeredolu family and other eminent Nigerians for the event.
It was a convergence of people from all walks of life at this auditorium in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, as they joined the Oluwarotimi Akeredolu family for a service of songs in honor of the former governor of Ondo State. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, members of the Ondo State House of Assembly were present at the event characterized by reading from the Bible and the Anglican hymn book.
All your blessings upon their lives, we must cease in Jesus' name.
Venerable Sunday Jolaimi, in his exhortation titled Living Each Day as If It Is the Last, admonished people to fear God and spread love as late Akeredolu lived for others. Gates of tributes opened with former Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi saying Nigeria has lost a good man in late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu.
He is a man of many parts, comfortable in his own skin, confident in the elite ranks, and relatable among the plebeians in society. One minute, he was in church, singing at a high octave in the choir. The next, he was in a pagan shrine, dishing out unforgettable lyrics as the words of Beatles. As he danced with put it what I'm getting. You also find me gyrating to the melodious tunes of Orlando. Serious, yet playful.
Representatives of All Saints Church, Jericho Ibadan, where late Akeredolu was member and chorister, eulogized his contributions. Ayomide Akeredolu, grandson of the departed icon, described his late grandfather, one to be with every time. Friends and close associates of the former Ondo State governor, some of whom they shared decades of memories, like Charles Akinola and B. Adesanya, said Akeredolu was a dependable ally. On the sidelines of the tribute, former Nigerian ambassador to the Philippines, Dr. Yemi Farumbi, Dr. Olorunimbe Mamora, and other personalities said Aketi's courage was second to none.
A true friend who accepts you for what you are and willing to go the extra mile for you. That's who he was. No guile at all. Very real.
For us, permanent secretaries in Ondo State, we say that Akeredolu is a godsend for everything that has to do with humanity in Nigeria. Akeredolu made his mark.
Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu is no more, but his legacies, among them the formation of Amotekun, lives on. From here in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, it's Aketi Eternal. Sahid Aribisala for Samson News.
In the meantime, preparations are in top gear at the Ondo State Sports Complex Akure, venue of the Line in State and Commendation Service for late Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. The event scheduled for Wednesday, February the 21st, is expected to be graced by eminent personalities from within and outside the country. Omoninola Unbiji has more.
From the main gate to the main bowl of the stadium, works are ongoing to ensure a befitting venue for the ceremony. Certain arrangement has been marked according to categories, while security personnel, especially the Ondo State Security Network Agency, codenamed Amotekun, were on ground rehearsing for the event. The bandstand was at the completion stage, while the resting place for the line-in state was also at the advanced stage. Chairman Ondo State Internal Revenue Service Tolu Adigbe, who spoke on behalf of the Chairman Media Planning Committee, Kunle Adebayo, confirmed the progress of work and its readiness ahead of the event.
This is the main resting place that the body of our late governor will lie. This is where the state boxes, where the civil servants will be here, invited guests will be there. That's the state box, and then politicians and other people from the 10 local governments, they'll be on the other side. You can see another marquee being set up there. That one is to take care of the overflows that we may have. We're going to have another one. You can see that we have removed the goalposts from the field. We have removed the goalposts because we're going to have another tent there that will take care of Ondo State youths. We have about 1,500 that will sit down there for Ondo State youths, and there'll be fans everywhere. So all the television, we're going to have live viewing. Members of the committee, including Mr. Governor, they went to Ibadan for all the events of yesterday and today. I'm here, and they are already on their way back. They should arrive at Akure anytime from now, and then once they arrive, they will all join me here. So if need be, we'll stay here overnight to make sure this place is ready by tomorrow morning.
Residents of the state are awaiting the arrival of the remains of Oluwarotimi Akeredolu with billboards mounted in their numbers alongside banners bearing the late governor's pictures hanged along the major cities across the state. Omoniola Hunbiji, Osrc News.
And before the line is state and Ondo State, attention has been shifted to Ondo State for the continuation of the funeral activities for former Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. And this comes as the first phase of the burial activities for the late legal icon has been concluded in Ibadan with a private viewing. Osrc Said Aribisala has more on the final activity to end the 4-day event in Oyo State.
After the commendation service held at the All Saints Church, Jericho, Ibadan, the remains of late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, former governor of Ondo State, has now moved to his residence, also in the Jericho area, for a private viewing session. And this is strictly by invitation. It is expected that this moment will afford some of his friends and close associates the opportunity to catch a glimpse of his body for the very last time. From Ibadan, in Oyo State, Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News.
You're still watching Osrc News at 7. After the break, concerned citizens urge governments to put in place machinery to monitor prices of products. Please, do join us then. Thank you very much for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our Ondo State Muslim Welfare Board, as this stands itself, Tuamuni, said the Muslim Welfare Board only granted the use of its office for the meeting as a respect for the Muslim leaders. According to him, the main agenda of the meeting was to discuss the upcoming Ramadan fast. Alhaji Omoni explained further that the leaders only agreed to meet with the governor to plead with him to accommodate Muslim politicians and technocrats and not the way the communique was drafted. The board therefore restated the commitment of its political leaders and that of its workforce towards its success of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's administration and beyond. And now Nigerians have called on government at all levels to set up an effective price control unit to monitor the prices of products, especially cement. This is sequel to the hike in cement prices and other commodities, which has resulted in hardship for many Nigerians, especially the less privileged. Those who spoke with OSRC's correspondent Omoshiri Oladisu Ajayi decried the increase in cement price, attributing it to economic situation in the country.
Modernization has changed the mode of construction in societies, moving away from clay bricks and straw. Cement as a binder is perhaps the most preferable in-house construction, and with urbanization and the population growth year in year out, the multiplier effect of demands for skyrocketing housing in Nigeria has resulted in increase in demand for cement. Some school of thought believe that the construction is one of the fastest ways to development in any society due to its ripple effect on employment. However, that flow of resources may be hampered as a result of recent trend in cement price. In January this year, a bag of 50 kg cement was sold for between 5,500 naira and 6,000 naira. However, as at early February, a bag of cement went for between 7,000 and 7,500 naira, and now the product is being sold between 10,000 and 10,500 naira.
Lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá, 10,000. Lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá, ọdún lè jẹ́ kí n ta bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé bí mo ṣe ti rí gbà náà ni mo ṣe ti rí ta. Ó ṣòro kí tó lè rìn. Gbé mọ́tò gbígbé ọkọ̀ gbígbé gbogbo ẹ̀. Ìkọ́jú rẹ̀ ní lórí ẹ̀rọ pápá òkú ìjọ tó 50 naira lórí àpò kan.
Every hour ni cement increase in sin, but presently we are selling 10,000 naira per bag. All products, both Boa, Dangote, Element. 10,000.
All efforts to speak with some major distributors of the product in Akure, the Ondo State capital, was to no avail as they declined comments on the situation. However, retailers who decried the increase attributed it to economic situation in the country, noting that the move has greatly affected their businesses.
We have been selling the blood rate of 6 but what I noticed is that the business is normal because it's affecting us. Most of us now are at home. Some people are supposed to work, but due to the price, some people cannot avoid it, and it's bringing a setback, and it's affecting the youth because this is what we base on and that we are doing so that we bring more income for our families. But people that cannot avoid to work and they are not able to work, you know, they are going to go extra mile.
I think it's very irrational and very, very unfortunate because I cannot be marking the product, changing prices 3 times in a day. I don't want to believe that it is as a result of scarcity. I think some people are just doing this business.
They called on federal government to set up a regulatory body to control prices of goods and commodity.
The price is not stable. In a country like this, there's supposed to be a fixed price in cement. Like other people around here, like in these our states, some people are selling it to 9.5. Some area is 10,000. So the price is not fixed. And I hear that from the depot itself, they are still selling at the rate of 4,800, 850, which they are selling before.
The federal government should look into it. The major distributors should be checked. I think there is a monitoring unit in charge of price of commodities. So they should go deep into it and let us cross-check it very well. This inflation of price may be from them.
The government can go around and checkmate these people. Some of them are hoarding. Government can go around, they see where they are hoarding, send it to the public. And again, government should also talk to the manufacturers, find out whether the price increase is actually from them. But from the look of things now, I don't believe it's from the manufacturers.
Cement manufacturers have also agreed to ensure that the price of a 50-kilogram bag of cement does not exceed 8,000 naira across the nation. Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi, Osrc News.
The Nigeria's unemployment rate increased significantly in the third quarter of 2023, rising by 0.8% from in its Nigeria Labour Force Survey Quarter 3 2023 report. National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) said the country's unemployment rate rose sharply from the 4.2% recorded in Quarter 2 2023 to 5.0% in Quarter 3 2023. According to the Statistics Office, approximately 4.1% of the working age population engaged in subsistence agriculture, reflecting a specific sector's employment dynamics. The labor force participation rate dipped to 79.5% in Quarter 3 2023, down from 80.4% in Quarter 2 2023, indicating a shrinking active workforce. In line with international standards and best practices, the federal government has installed a 30-second biometric clearance gate for the Nigerian Immigration Service (NIS) at all international airports in the country. The biometric gate can screen and clear a passenger within 30 seconds without any interface or contact with immigration personnel and provide seamless clearance services for passengers entering the Port Harcourt and Kano, 5 each, and Enugu 4. Tunji Ojo, who undertook a tour of the biometric equipment installed at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, and the Command and Control Center at the NIS headquarters, said the facilities will be a game changer for effective and efficient management of international passengers in the country. The federal government says it has uncovered 32 routes through which food items are smuggled out of Nigeria. Vice President Kashim Shettima disclosed this while addressing a conference on management held in Abuja, the nation's capital. He said 45 trucks loaded with maize were intercepted while making their way to neighboring countries. Shettima, who acknowledged that Nigeria is passing through turbulent time, assured the people of the country that the pain will not last forever. He commended a situation whereby some persons feel the embers of division and violence because of the current situation, insisting that we are now in the phase of governance and not in a political mode. Bandits have killed one person and injured one another in another town of the government area of Benue State. This is coming really a week after bandits killed 4 people in the same local government area and killed 4 people. Reports say the victims were on their way home when they were ambushed and attacked between Ikobi and Oloba villages. House of Assembly member representing Akwa State constituency, Abu Umoru, confirmed the attack, saying soldiers have repelled the gunmen. The House of Representatives have passed for second reading a bill to provide for the establishment of safe places in the country. Sponsored by the Deputy Speaker of the House, Benjamin Kalu, and 14 others, the bill seeks to alter the relevant sections of the 1999 Constitution to pave the way for states to establish their own policing outfits. As lawmakers took turns to contribute to the debate on the floor of the House during the plenary, Kalu ushered in for the Speaker, Abbas Tajuddin, urged members to look beyond political ambitions and think about the safety of Nigerians and Nigeria. Also speaking, Babajimi Benson from Lagos said state police should be created to address the internal security challenges of Nigeria. The World Health Organization has voiced an alarm at the rapid spread of measles. More than 306,000 cases reported worldwide last year, a 79% increase from 2022. Natasha Krauss, who technical advisor on measles and rubella, expressed extreme concern, stressing that measles cases are typically underreported and that the real number was surely far higher. To get more accurate figures, the UN Health Agency models the numbers each year, with its latest estimate indicating that there were 9.2 million cases and over 130,000 deaths in 2022. She warned that more than half of countries globally are currently believed to be at high risk of measles outbreaks by the end of the year. On the foreign scene, an intensifying conflict between Democratic Republic of Congo's DRC army and the Tutsi-led M23 rebels, allegedly backed by Rwanda, has disrupted food supplies to the eastern city of Goma, affecting over 2 million residents and displaced individuals. Clashes have escalated since the start of the year in towns and villages around the provincial capital as rebels seized territory, causing thousands to seek refuge city. United Nations and other aid agencies have warned that the fighting risks worsening the humanitarian crisis in the eastern Congo region, where more than 5 million people have been displaced in the 4 provinces of the region due to conflicts. Adirunke Kwalawe has the detail.
The small market of Kituko on the banks of Democratic Republic of Congo's Lake Kivu. It's now a crucial source of food for over 2 million people, including those who have fled violence in the country's east. That's after an intensified conflict between the army and rebels disrupted supplies to the eastern city of Goma. Roads have been cut off, leaving people like Balana Sela experience iota dependent on the scant supplies arriving in Kituku via canals. She fears an impending famine if the situation persists.
The country's authorities must do everything in their power to end the war. It's sure that after the war everything will be fine. They must do everything to end this war.
Clashes in towns and villages around the provincial capital have escalated since the start of the year. As the M23 rebel group has seized territory, thousands have sought refuge in Goma. around 135,000 have fled the towns of Sake in the past week, according to the United Nations Refugee Agency. They join hundreds of thousands displaced around Goman since 2022 due to the ongoing fighting. The UN agency has warned that the conflicts, including indiscriminate bombing, risk excavating the strain on already limited resources to cater for the influx. Akilimali Kasalemba was injured by bomb sharpened while fleeing his